work on a VXR. No. Bing, 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 bing. Hi and welcome back to D7R TV. I'm Carl.
I'm Colin.
And today's episode is back on the VXR. If you've been watching along, you can see the struggle and turmoil that this car's thrown at us. The car's well out of time, and yeah, it's been a bit of a pain in the backside, but we're going to get there. We're going to find the root cause and we're going to solve the problem. I'm pretty sure of it. Colin's sure of it, otherwise we won't film it. It's as simple as that, really. Well then, Carl, what have we done so far?
So far we've run compression tests on the engine to start off with, along with diagnostics to look for any underlying fault codes that could lead us to where we need to be. We couldn't find anything at all on diagnostics, so we then had to go to a manual strip down. We've put the timing links in line with all the gold markers. However, we noticed that the actual dephaser pulley tool was still not lining up.
So guess what? To eradicate that problem and to make sure that everything is in time, we have sourced another set of dephaser pulleys. And this is off Colin's personal car, because we're good like that. And when we have a hunch, we're going to try and find the root cause. So today's episode, we're going to strip the timing back down. We're going to line everything up with the new pulleys in place and see if the VVL tool will lock into place. Stay tuned. Right, before we get back into turning spanners on the car, we thought we'd give you a little brief on how the actual VVL system works and how a car can be in time yet still be out of time according to the dephaser pulleys and how important this is. So over to Colin.
Right, okay, as we already explained, bring it a bit closer for you. There's a keyway on this particular vehicle. Not all VVI systems have a keyway to actually lock into the camshaft. Here's a camshaft I've got out of one of my other builds at the moment. There's a little cutout for the groove. So when that's locked in together into the actual keyway, we then know that the actual outer ring should be in time. But this isn't the case. We have the diamond marker, as you can see, which is where we line up our coloured gold link. However, we also have the internal drive of the actual VVI system. Now, if the VVI is punched out and stayed locked out, the actual final internal drive key will be out of line. The idea about trying to use a locking tool, if you can use it, if you can get hold of it, is always key, because you want to get the locking pins in as well. This lets you know that the actual centre of the camshaft is in line, as well as the external camshaft. Obviously all VVI systems can be a bit different, but they all work off the same principle of at higher rev range, they feed higher oil pressure to the actual VVI solenoids and also to the dephaser pulleys, which then allows them to advance under oil pressure to allow minimum clearance between the valves and the pistons, and also stop sits, clip in, because it's just got a bit of obviously chain stretch or something. The actual VVI solenoid should twist themselves enough to sort of keep clearance there. On this one, as you can see, once it's into the cylinder head and it's locked down, there's two rubber seals and it's got all the oil feed holes all the way around it, which then come out the holes at the end and feed into the internal camshaft, dephaser pulley, sorry. And that is what applies oil pressure directly straight through the camshaft from the oil galleries. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to replace the VVI dephaser pulley, and we're going to make sure we can not only get all the coloured links off the chain kit into line with the diamond cutouts, as well as interlocking the tool perfectly, which will allow us to then know that we are exactly 100% on with the actual timing. The next stage for us will be another strip down. However, rather than recording it so you see the same stuff over and over again, if you can recap back to episode 1 or episode 2, this will give you a rerun of what we mean by removing the timing chain casings, the rocker cover, and what we need to get back down to the actual chain assembly.
Colin's having a bit of a giggle and taking a piss because I'm trying to get down the back to undo the tensioner, but I'm too short. I mean, I was born, I got to 6 years old and I stayed this height, so I'm not going to make any excuses, and I'm not sorry. And if he carries on, I'll just teabag him. He's underneath me right now. It's one of them, when you can't reach, you've got to do it your bloody self kind of moments, in it, Carl?
Oh yes.
Anything for attention.
Sometimes you're just better off doing the job yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, right.
Sprocket removed. Yeah, back one.
Yeah. It's also lanky and he's got Alzheimer's by the look of it. Forgot he'd undone it. He'd only done it 10 seconds ago.
I think it's more like old timers than Alzheimer's.
Yeah. It's the exhaust sprocket removed.
Okay.
Right then, Col. We have the dephaser pulleys on the floor in a box, and explain to us the problem that we can see straight away.
Right, well Carl, first of all, these are the old ones we've just pulled off the vehicle. These are the new set that we've brought up just to actually get the car running, hopefully. So, but let me show you the difference between them. As we explained, you have the gold links. They're all marked up ready for the gold links. Then the central tool, the actual proper timing tool, would lock into the cogs. The locking marking tools, as you can see on the new ones, are exactly in line with the diamond. On both, they're exactly in line, ready for the gold link. However,
so that's the new cams.
They're the new ones.
So this is the ones we have removed from the vehicle.
As you can see, they are 1, 2, 3 teeth off on the exhaust cam. And we have 1 tooth off on the intake. So as a whole, with 4 complete links off being an actual TDC for the vehicle. And as I said before, this is why it's very crucial. If you're going to do this job, use a timing tool. You should know if the coloured links line up, the locking tool should slide in nice and easily without any issues. So what we're going to do now is, now we've established that we are definitely off on the dephaser pulleys, we're now going to reapply the set out of my engine build back onto the vehicle, and we're going to, hopefully, with any luck, see a very big improvement. And we should be starting, as with the old ones, as the sensors are out, it means the camshafts are out, which means it can't read on the actual cam position sensors on either. Once we fit the ones that are all lined up correctly, so we get the tool go into place, we should have all of the markers for the crank position sensor and both cam position sensors, which should allow us to fire the car up.
Replacement sprockets are on, and with a bit of luck, she should be all lined up, both on intake, exhaust, markers, the gold links, the diamonds, and hopefully the VVL, which is the variable valve lift or variable valve timing on the dephaser pulleys, will line up with the cam locking tool this time round. That's the tensioner going back in, the chain tensioner. Right then, pulleys are in. And guess what else is in? Da, da, da! The cam locking tool's in. All lined up. So, gold chain link, diamond, the dot at the bottom of the crank's in. And what else we noticed with these sprockets, there's no GM mark on them, so you can almost guarantee there's some Chinese aftermarket, because they have General Motors stamped on the dephaser pulleys. So there's a good chance these are a cheaper variant, a replacement, and they've failed, because the exhaust was out by 4 teeth.
3 teeth on the exhaust, 1 tooth on the intake.
So that's significant, but she's all timed up now, so hopefully she plays ball and we can get her to hopefully smoothly go into life or rattle into life. As long as she's into life, it tells us a few little things, because then we can read the car, we can see what code she throws up, if any, because we've got nothing to work off at the minute. But the fact that we've gone through with a fine tooth comb, and now we've got the car timed up with VVL and on the chain, it's all I reckon I can go winning. Right, it's a new day. Colin's not with me, and engine-wise, everything is fine on the VXR, but it still won't run. We've gone through diagrams and diagrams of fuses, wiring, you name it, been through it. Still not running. It tries to start, but it won't start. Now, I figured there's a pipe loose on one of the boost solenoids underneath, so I've got to rip the inlet manifold off and to see if that sorts the problem out. But it's so close to running, and these cars, they absolutely have to have a seal around the engine. So, no boost leaks, basically. They are a pain in the arse. Some people think, oh, they'll run. Not all the time. We want to eradicate every single problem that we can come across to make sure that everything is perfect. We don't want to leave anything to chance. So, inlet's coming off. I'm going to put the boost solenoid pipe on that has been taken off by someone else. We've checked fueling. Fueling's fine. Drained the tank, put new V-Power petrol in there in case it had a dodgy contaminated fuel in there or something. It's given us nothing but headaches. We've not been filming everything because it's been so in-depth. We've had auto electricians here. They spent a couple of hours looking around with a fine-tooth comb trying to find everything. We've ordered a new map sensor. That's not here till a couple of days, so that'll be going on. But I'm going to put the pipe on. Hopefully she runs, so bear with. This, my friends, is the culprit. Comes off the top of the boost solenoid here and goes to one underneath. This was tucked right down in the bowels, so it took us a while to find it. It's only because I was fiddling around down here that I noticed it was off. So, yeah, it's going back on.
And it feels alright, but it's over now. Time keeps slipping with your skin next to mine, and your lips I can fight, but it's over now. You brought out the best in me. We had everything we needed. You put me aside and turn out the lights for no reason. Was it a make-believe? Something you never needed. What was it all for? I don't know you anymore. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying. Dangerous, selfish ways to love me more these days. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Had a vision, we held on to so tight. To me it was clear, but you lied to me. Now I keep thinking, was I wasting my time letting you into my life? You brought out the best in me. We had everything we needed. You put me aside and turn out the lights for no reason. Was it a make-believe? Something you never needed. What was it all for? I don't know you anymore. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying. Dangerous, selfish ways to love me more these days. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying.
Right, inlet manifold is now moved, and if you can see that little nipple sticking out the bottom of where the throttle body goes, the plastic shroud where the map sensor, that's where the pipe lives, and that goes to the top boost solenoid, or N75, or whatever you call them on these. I'm used to Renaults, so they're N75 valves to me, but yeah, she lives on that there. So we're going to get that in, clean all this gasket off, make sure there's no water in that down there. We had this off before, but we didn't take that pipe off. So, but all that's been off before because the garage before us changed the fuel rail and the fuel sender and all that sort of stuff. And this sensor down here, they changed that because there was a spare one and it was loose. So I gathered that's what they did. So time to put it all back together and the pipe on. Wish me luck.
Diving deep into the waves, babe. I know that you wanted to. It's a risk worth taking, even if it's over soon. Want you skin tight, close like denim. Come on, love me right. When it's ending, I'll be fine. I got your body close to mine. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If it's only for tonight. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If you need somebody, you know I'm the one for you.
Well, after all that, they didn't work either. It just doesn't want to give me that extra 10, 15% to actually run. It sort of burbles, then just dies. So, yeah. God knows what's the matter with it at the moment. As I said, there's a map sensor on order, so that's the next port of call. But at the minute, I haven't got a clue what's going on with it. It just does not want to run. If anyone has any ideas in the comments section, just put it in there. I mean, we may have overlooked something. It's debatable because we've been through everything. All the data, everything, all the wiring, everything. Fueling, everything. There's just something that's not quite there. Compression's all right. The fueling's all right. Not a bloody clue. Today is a victory for defeat, but tomorrow is not. So on the next episode, there'll be a map sensor fitted and hopefully she might run. She tries to run, but she's not running. So hope you've enjoyed the episode and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Right, let's see if the VXR starts today. Bing, 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 bing. No. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, for